Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn class 8 geography about the factors that affect population. In the previous classes we have learned what is population dynamic, what is overpopulation, what is underpopulation, what are the different regions of over and underpopulation and what are their impacts. Today we are going to learn about the different factors that affects the population, the density of population. We can divide these factors into two parts. One we can say as physical, the other we can say economic and as well as social factors. Now these physical factors can be divided into other parts. First we take topography. Now, the word topography means the height, the different height of the land, the different terrain of the land. It can be upland, it can be plain land. We have learned that the people, those who are living on the plain, can do better agriculture, can have better settlement, can go for good transport. Thus, people, those who are living in the plain land are more. On the other hand, we can say that the people who are living on the high hills, there the terrain is not much even. There the transport facility is not very good. It is very difficult in the hard terrain to have good transport. So the first factor that affects the population, the density of population is topography. For example, in Darjeeling, the people, those who are living in West Bengal are less than in Kolkata because Kolkata is a plain region, whereas Darjeeling is a hilly area. Next is natural climatic condition. Now, this climatic condition is like the region which has got very harsh climate. Either it is too cold or too hot. It is impossible for the people to stay. In the cold desert of Ladakh, the population of India is less than the population of the Ganga Delta region or the Ganga Brahmaputra Plain Valley region. Now, the people, those who are living in the Thar of Rajasthan is quite less than the people, those who are living in Maharashtra. Thus, the region which has got very difficult climatic conditions, very extreme climate conditions, does not support much population. Next is the natural vegetation. Now, in the region which has got very dense forest, like we have known about the Amazon, the Congo basin, here the population is not much, very much, what will I say, is facilitated. That means they don't have very good conditions over there to settle because it is very difficult for the people to cut down those dense forests and settle over there. But whereas on the other hand, if the density of the natural vegetation is less, that means the forests are thinner. If the people can cut down the trees and settle, then that area will have much more population density than the areas like the areas of the Amazon. The Amazon forests are much more thicker, so it is impossible for the people to cut down such thick forest and settle down. Next is the type of soil. Type of soil, we know that the rivers which come down from the mountains brings alluvial soil, which is very much fertile. Alluvial soil is fertile and it helps for the growth of agriculture. whereas the soil in the desert region does not have much fertility. It is loose and it is dry. That is why the people, those who are in on the plain region, can settle down easily than the people, those who live near the desert. Next is the availability of water. Water is the other name of life. If there is good fresh water, people can settle there very easily. Water is used for drinking, water is used for agriculture, water is also used for inland as well as other drainages. So if they can use this water, then the settlement will be easier and quicker. Irrigation is also done with the help of good fresh water. So